776 BC, Olympia. A single race. A single competitor per heat. The stadion run, roughly 190 meters, the length of the sanctuary itself. Athletics does not begin as sport. It begins as ritual. Every record broken today carries that weight. 2,500 years of human competition, compressed into fractions of a second. The first modern Olympic Games, Athens, 1896. 12 nations, 280 athletes. The stopwatch was operated by hand. A blink of an eye could forge a record. And yet, the world had begun to measure human speed. By 1912, photo finish technology was under discussion. By 1932, fully automatic timing arrived at the Los Angeles Games. Every decade, the measurement grew more precise. Tenths became hundredths. Hundredths became thousandths. The athletes did not simply get faster, the instruments grew sharper. What we call a world record today is not only an athletic achievement, it is a document, a contract between a human body and the most accurate clock that century could produce. These are those contracts, signed in Berlin, in Valencia, in Brussels, in moments that still hold. Race walking is deceptively brutal. One foot must remain in contact with the ground at every moment. Judges watch each stride. 3 distances. 3 different forms of endurance. The field is the oldest Olympia. The discus appears on Greek vases from the 6th century BC, a symbol of beauty and strength combined. Athletes in the long jump gripped weights to extend their leap. Sport as art, before it became science. Today, the field is a laboratory. The javelin was redesigned in 1986 to prevent throws landing beyond the field of sight. The pole vault evolved from bamboo to fiberglass to carbon fiber across a single century. Every throw, every jump, every vault carries a lineage of craft, of engineering, of bodies learning what bodies can do. The circle is 2 meters wide. What happens inside it is ancient. The relay is the only athletics event decided collectively. 1 baton, 4 runners. A handoff measured in thousandths of a second. Since 2017, World Athletics recognizes the mixed 4x400 meters as an official world record format, the newest frontier in a sport that is still expanding. For decades, women were considered physically unsuitable for long distances. At the 1928 Olympics, several runners collapsed after the 800-meter final, and the event was immediately banned. It returned in 1960. The women's Olympic marathon arrived in 1984. The world had waited long enough. The 1980s. East German women dominated the track. Marita Koch's 400-meter record from 1985 and Kratashvilova's 800-meter mark from 1983 still stand today. Both emerged from a system that treated sport as state propaganda and whose methods came fully to light only decades later. The numbers stand. The questions remain. Today, a new generation runs under different conditions. Faith Kipyegon has broken the 1,500-meter world record 3 times. Beatrice Chebet became the first woman under 14 minutes for 5,000 meters. On the same evening, Kipyegon set a new mark. Eugene, Oregon, July 2025. Records are not only about what the body can do, they are about what the era permits, what the science enables, what the institution accepts. The numbers are facts. What they mean is all but a question. Biomechanics changed everything. Synthetic track surfaces from the 1960s, curved fiberglass poles, aerodynamically optimized throwing implements, shoe technology that converts ground contact into forward motion. Bodies do not simply get faster, the systems around them grow smarter. Every world record today is also an engineering achievement. Jackie Joyner-Kersey's heptathlon record from Seoul 1988 remains unbroken, earned across 2 days and 7 disciplines, in an era before biomechanical analytics became standard. What she achieved was human. What she achieved was extraordinary. The field still honors it and awaits whoever earns the right to change it. Three of the women's throws world records on this list were set before 1990. Shot put from 1987. Discus from 1988. Long jump from 1988. Their holders competed under flags that no longer exist. The Soviet Union, East Germany. Countries dissolved, records intact. They appear in the same table as Yaroslava Mahuchik's 2024 high jump and Yulimar Rojas's 2022 triple jump. Past and present, sharing the same column. A world record is not a moment, it is a duration. Some of these have lasted nearly 4 decades. The relays that follow are something different. Collective records, won and lost together. One baton, 4 women. The Soviet Union's 4x400 meter relay from Seoul 1988, still the fastest ever run. The indoor arena, shorter distances, steeper bends, a 200-meter track with banked curves, artificial light, no wind measurement, no rain. Indoor athletics is its own world, with its own legends, its own records, and its own audience willing to fill the winter with speed. The performances here are not approximations of outdoor competition. They are a separate achievement, sharper, tighter, and often more dramatic for the compressed geometry of the space. 11 records, 11 different kinds of mastery. Today, athletics connects antiquity and algorithm. Wearables measure stride rate and ground impulse in real time. AI systems analyze biomechanics footage to extract millimeters from a jump. The spirit of Olympia in 776 BC meets the laboratory of the 21st century. What remains unchanged is the essential equation. One human, one distance, the clock. The women in this final section hold 11 world records across that equation and have set the standard by which all others will be measured. These are the records that stand, not merely as numbers, but as proof of what a human body, in the right moment, in the right place, is capable of. They will be broken. They always are.